Hi guys, today I will start off by doing a brief recap. I hope you do remember we started with using Python as a calculator, and we understood that Python supports all the arithmetic operators that we find in the common calculator, as well as three um, operators which are not so common, which is the double division, which gives us the quotient of division, a percentage division, which gives us the remainder, and the fact that we write exponents or power functions by using two asterisks. The next thing we covered was the fact that we can use Python as a notebook by putting in strings, which are sequences of characters. These characters can be alphanumeric and special characters. And the great part is that we can create the strings using a single or a double quote. And if the string is like a paragraph which goes into multiple lines, then we should use triple quotes. The interesting thing is also that we can use all the arithmetic operators to get working on the strings, and we'll see how soon. And the third most important part is the fact that we can use indexing and slicing on the strings, again, something that we will see, right? So, who is we? We is Shreya and me, and today we're here to talk about the third piece of the puzzle, which is assignment. Assignment is the process of assigning a value to a variable. Here you can see x is equal to 10. And the great part with assignments is that it makes your code writing much easier, much simpler. Anytime you want to change, you don't need to change anything in the code. You can just change the assignment and rerun the code. So let's get on with the coding. You will remember that assignment is assigning variables some values, and it's quite like algebra. In algebra, if you remember, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, a plus b is equal to 10 plus 20. That's how the thing works. Here you will see that I have given a formula here saying that x is equal to 20 and a plus b is equal to x, right? And a is equal to 10. The question is, what is b? Now, of course, if we were to write it in longhand, b is equal to a plus b minus a. So b is equal to x minus a. And then I ask that the system should show me b. Because the outcome is the last item in the set of codes, I don't need to write print. Otherwise, if you remember, I would have to write print. Now, let's see this in another context. The minimum age for a job in India is 18 years. So what I have done is I have put down X is equal to 18. X is the minimum age for a job in India, right? And then I get some resumes. I'm hiring for certain jobs, and I find that people have come in and they have put out different work experiences. So there's the first resume. The candidate says, I have 10 years work experience. So what should be the minimum age of this candidate? It will be X plus 10, right? Because at the earliest, he could have started at 18 years, and we know that we have encapsulated this 18 years in X. So what does minimum age become? X plus 10, which is 18 plus 10, which is 28. And this is what will get printed. So I will not print this next early. The second option, let me just print out the first one so we can see. So the answer is absolutely right. It's 28. Now, one of the things is we've already done strings, so we know that we can use strings to make our outcome look better. So what I want to do is to print the outcome saying that minimum age is, and then print the minimum age. Okay. And then if I do it with that syntax, what I find is that every time it will tell me minimum age is X plus 10. Now the second candidate comes, and here for this candidate, the minimum age is, the work experience cited for this candidate is 30 years, right? Now what will be the minimum age? It will be X plus 30. So here you go. All I need to do is copy paste this same code down here and run it with the new age, and that's what I get, X plus 30, right? So the minimum age is 48 of this candidate. Uh, I'm sure this has started giving you an idea that this is the way that we can make interactive functions, repetitive functions, and it's pretty easy. We don't need to redo. Like in the calculator, we would have had to redo, add in 18 plus x. And if by chance we made a mistake in the 18, the answer would have been wrong. So let's go ahead and see one more example. Here I'm trying to look at three students in a particular class who have undergone an exam. The school is such that the pass marks is 40, good is 60, and the distinction is 80. So, what we want to do is we want to be able to constantly check for each student, is this person, has he passed? How many marks over pass mark has he got? Has he managed to hit the good bar, which is 60? And how much has he scored above the good bar? And you know has he managed to get the distinction bar, which is above 80, and how much over the distinction has he scored? So this is the first person that we are talking about. Now the first student, student number 1, his exam results is 45. So all I need to do is to run this code, and you can see here this student has 5 marks over pass, so he has passed, but he has not met the marks for good or distinction. Now comes the second student. So all I need to do is to again write down the exam result for the second student is 65 and do nothing else. This whole code will again calculate and give me an outcome saying that this student has 25 marks over pass, 5 marks over good, but has not met the distinction mark. And then comes the third student. And for this third student, again, I just need to change the exam result is equal to and put down his score. And the same code will give me an outcome saying that this student has 49 marks over pass, 29 marks over good, and 9 marks over distinction. So I hope this gives you a sense of how much easier it becomes to code when you have to do repetitive tasks. With this, I'll end this session, and I look forward to doing the next one really soon.